Well, g'day, Flatties and reality defenders. This is the legendary Critical Think from Down Under. Thank you. And today, finally, we get to day 14 of the 3, maybe 6 Bitcoin challenge. This is exciting. And what's Dave got to say today?
Watch the daily video while you have your morning coffee, breakfast, whatever. And one just every day for 2 weeks. At the end of that 2 weeks, if you think the Earth is a globe, you can send me your proof and you win 3 Bitcoins. But before you do, you have to hit the question mark button. And that opens up the frequently asked questions so you don't waste my time.
Okay, he's concerned about people wasting his time. He thinks that if there is a video in the question mark section, that your claim is debunked. So we're going to have to deal with that somehow after today. But let's carry on. Today's featured video, is supposedly about flat Earth, but as we'll see, it's not necessarily the case. This one, handling globers on a flat Earth. I think that's only a small part of the video, but we'll start looking at that now. Before we do that, we got the housekeeping. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And please, if you haven't donated to the GoFundMe and you like what I'm doing here, please make a donation. That would help me a lot. And the final experiments link is in the description. Okay, we've seen this guy before. Why doesn't he have a shirt on? Is there a problem? He can't afford clothes or something? But anyway, let's hear what he's got to say.
20 miles long, and it connects the Red Sea to the Mediterranean Sea. So many ships go through this canal every single day. And did you know that it doesn't drop by 1 single inch?
Well, we don't know about 1 single inch, but why are you expecting it to drop exactly? Don't quite get that. Yes, the water in the Suez Canal is mostly at sea level. It's level, but I think you're going to say that it should be flat. But no, level and flat are not the same thing.
That's right. The Suez Canal is completely flat for one.
No, it's not. Right? You just don't understand the globe. You don't understand the physics. Right? This is a common mistake by flat earthers. They think that water is completely flat. Water finds its own level. And on a globe, funnily enough, level ends up being a curved surface. That a lot of the flatties cannot comprehend this, and they will laugh and say, "Oh, you must be stupid if you think level is curved." Yeah, okay. We know who's stupid.
Miles straight. This means that the boats can flow in both directions on this canal, allowing for a much more efficient trading route than, let's say, venturing through the Silk Road. So this is why the Egyptians just love this canal. And did you know that the ancient Egyptians were also flat earthers?
If they were, it would be because their science wasn't yet advanced enough. Of course, everybody in those days, when they didn't have scientific instruments and a lot of observation tools, of course, they'd look out like your modern-day flat earther would, and they'd say, looks flat to me, because that's all they got. And modern-day flat earthers are about that level of intelligence, that level of science literacy, that you can probably tell that they're a bit like the ancient Egyptians in terms of their knowledge of science. So I guess, that could be true, yes.
Even though flat earthers are total conspiracy theorists, and it is absolute nonsense to say that the Earth could possibly be flat, the Suez...
Yes, it is absolute nonsense. That's correct.
This canal points us in a very familiar direction. If you've watched my previous videos, you would know that this is a satire video, and the Earth is obviously a globe spinning in outer space.
I think he's confusing himself with the sarcasm now. I think he's worded that wrong. So when he's saying the Earth is a globe in outer space, I think that's the sarcasm bit, because this guy is a flat earther, of course, and he's mentally deficient. He just follows the narrative of flat Earth, doesn't do his own research. His brain's been possibly affected by a little bit too much THC. And I bet you he was bottom of the class at maths and science, and now he's cannot get a useful job. So what does he do now? I think he's said, I know what I can do. I cannot get a job. I'll just broadcast my stupidity on TikTok. And that's it. Your superpower is stupidity. I guess if that's the case, yes, it's not such a bad idea to utilise your superpower on TikTok. Anyway.
I'll see you in the next video.
Hope not.
People often ask me how I handle it when people think I'm crazy or like say that I'm crazy for believing in flat Earth. And to be honest, I don't handle it because I think that they're crazy. Like, we're almost in 2025. I low-key think it's kind of embarrassing to believe in the ball. I don't mean that in a judgment.
What? How is it embarrassing to follow science? How is it embarrassing to do a little bit of basic research and you can easily determine the shape of the Earth? How is that embarrassing? I think the embarrassing thing is that despite all the evidence, you're still believing in a flat Earth. What would be the reason for that?
It really shocks me that people haven't learned that the gov is not here to help us and that we need to relearn things for ourselves. So when people treat me like I'm crazy, I'm like, oh my gosh, they're crazy. So then we just end up like the Spider-Man meme where they're pointing at each other because to me, they're crazy. What do you mean you believe what they say? I guess I've just normalized.
Hey. No. I see the problem now. I got it. Now I know what your problem is. You believe everything the flat earthers say, and you think the other people, like us normal globe people, you think that we're the same because you don't know anything different. So just because you believe everything the flat earth side says, you think that we are just people on the globe side who believe everything. Now I understand. Well, see, you can't do science, you can't do research. That's your problem. And you think everybody else in the world is dumb like you. Well, it's we do our own research and rather more intelligent than yourself. So, yeah, that's where the problem lies.
It's so much in my own head that I forget that people don't think that. I mean, more people do now, more than ever. I saw someone in a comment section call somebody else a glober, like how they call us flurfs, and I have never been able to let it go. I think that is the funniest thing.
Why?
They're not expecting you to give them any type of label because they think it's normal. So when you hit them with the, oh, you're a glober, it shocks the crap out of them.
No, not really. Quite used to that. I mean, there are a lot of shocking things about flat earthers, but no, that's not really a shocking thing.
Flat Earth is objectively the default position.
No. No, it's not. The default position is the sum total of scientific thought on the planet. You just like to say this because that feeds your ego, right? You this is an argument that flat earthers do. Oh, you have to prove us wrong, and then, oh no, you can't prove me wrong. No amount of proof will prove me wrong. So therefore, because we're the default position, we're right. No, all right, it's a silly, illogical argument. But anyway, carry on.
That does not move. We see the luminaries in the sky move. We see the sun move over the earth. We see the stars move. The globe model claims that's all an illusion. You live on a cartoon ball, and it.
Hey, no. Nothing cartoon about it. It's real, right? Physical reality. It's measured. The movement of the earth is known. It's measured because of, 1, my weight change versus latitude experiment. 2, gyro compasses, for example. How about ring laser gyros as well? Thanks, Bob. Yeah, so we know the earth is rotating. Yes, it is an illusion that the stars appear to rotate and the sun appears to rotate. We know that. science tells us that.
Looks like the sun's moving because the Earth is actually moving. You're falling back. That's why it looks like the sun is.
What is this falling back rubbish? No, we're not falling back. We're just standing on a rotating Earth. Man, this guy's pretty dumb. Look, you look silly there, dude. Why don't you make some sense?
Backwards. That's why it looks like the stars are moving. Or maybe the sun just moves in the sky like observable reality. Just like the moon. You guys think the sun's not moving, but you guys think the moon is moving. How'd you come up with that?
That's pretty easy. Like, the moon is orbiting around the Earth, so there we're moving, and the Earth is orbiting around the sun. So even though we're all moving through the galaxy together, the relative motions of the moon and the sun are different. So the sun is considered stationary, but in that frame of reference, the moon is moving. I mean, that's really not difficult at all. You're having trouble with such a basic concept? Now, what are you doing on TikTok, right? If you don't know anything, you should give it up. Stop this nonsense straight away. Go get a real job or something. Just, you need to stop this straight away. You're too stupid.
We are literally existing at a time where there is a spiritual war unfolding on our planet.
Okay, I don't need to play this whole thing because this lady is talking about spiritual stuff and some of it is reasonable. And there's a few swear words in there as well, so I've got to cut them all out. But this is a spiritual message, and I've watched the whole lot. Nothing whatsoever to do with flat Earth, so I really don't know why it's in this video. I don't know, maybe... Oh, I don't know. Like I said, I'm totally out of explanation, and I think that it would be of no use to the flat Earth argument if I were to play this. So that's good because it'll make it short today. And we can say thank you. But before we go, we should say, you might be thinking, oh, we've done our 2 weeks. What happens now? And I've already hinted at that. It's the question mark thing. So I'm aiming to do another video tomorrow where I explain a little bit more about my claim, because I have to explain my claim in order to go to the question mark, because according to Dave, we have to check that our globe claim is not already debunked. So you can imagine what will happen if we don't go through this. That's, oh, look, no, that's not a globe proof. We've already debunked it, when in fact the debunk is a load of rubbish. So we've got to deal with that. And, well, most likely we'll see you tomorrow, but I've done my 14-day stint and I may require a rest, but I'll try and get something done tomorrow.